Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Dolays and welcome back to Agrarian Skies. On the last episode, we killed a fallen angel, did a bunch of quests and stuff. We turned in the lettuce, which is nice. I'm currently working on the toast. I've got a lot of dough and bread and everything cooking. So hopefully we'll be able to finish that this episode. I'm in the process of making a lot more dough, so hopefully that'll be enough. My wheat farm has been going great. In between this episode and last, I made this little fishing area. I had to put a roof on it because this is a cold biome, and the water was actually freezing, so that wasn't good. We're getting close with the purple wool. Hopefully that will finish before we end the episode. But I've got a handful of things ready. First thing I want to do though is I have some diamond fragments. And I just wanted to show off that my diamond bees are in fact producing. So I can make more magnets and get that working on. The other thing, if you notice in the top left hand corner, my jetpack has finally ran out of energy. So I want to see if that counts. It does. Okay, awesome. Let's throw my jetpack back in here and drain all the energy of my system. So between episodes, I finished getting all of the bronze done. We need everything except for the feet. So let's go ahead and, you know what, let's do that over here. I've also set up the blood magic to summon the last demon, which we'll get to in a little bit. But there's the exo armor, and the only thing left for this quest is the thermostatic harness, which I have everything prepared for, so we're gonna go do that in just a minute. I'm trying to think of anything else I was working on. I went fishing. I got a pearl. I would have rather had a what's it called, an oyster, but I didn't get one, so oh well. But let's go ahead and get the Thaumcraft infusion. Let's finish this quest up, and it takes a leather tunic in the center, so I'm gonna put that down. Just to kind of show you guys the, let's see, artifice, it's down here. So leather tunic, 2 air shards, 2 iron, 2 gold, a comparator, and great wood planks with 32 volatus, 32 potentia, 32 machina, and 16 iter. So I have all of that. I have just a little bit over for the flight. The potentia, I need to add more potentia, don't I? 32 potentia, I need to add that. That's not a big deal. The machina, there's all that, and then the iter I had a little bit, but I needed to add more. Let's grab potentia, because I know I have a lot of that. Let's just grab 5. Put it all in there. We need to grab a wand, which is in the AE system, I realize, but we want to do something like this. Gold, gold, iron, iron. Wait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6. Oh, I need to add more pedestals. Arcane pedestals. How do I make those again? I don't remember. It's been a while. So it's just arcane stone blocks, and I have one more. I could just add one more and it would it'd make my stability really, really bad, but I'm gonna do something like that. But how do I get the... Okay, that's not actually too bad. I have a bunch of entropy shards. So let's do 2 sets. Oh wait, I'm silly. It's one of these guys. And we need to go grab our wand. Let's do that. I didn't realize that it took more stuff. But it's not a big deal. We'll get this done, and we will work on other stuff for the rest of the episode. The main thing I wanted to get done is the biology stuff. So let's put one in there, and we'll continue to make things nice and symmetrical. And we just need to do this. So great wood, and let's just put a comparator, and let's get blocks on the bar, and smack it. So I do need to keep an eye out on as much as I can. All this stuff is fairly easy to remake, but I don't want bad things happening, if I can help it at least. So the fact that it's a asymmetrical infusion, that really hurts the stability of it. So hopefully all of the heads and stuff that I have around help a little bit. Yeah, this is probably the nastiest infusion ritual I've had so far, but it should be one of the last. I can't imagine having to do too much more with Thaumcraft. There goes the first air shard. The second one, I can stand right here and I can see everything. There goes the great wood logs. Put the iron back up, and it just took the gold up as well. So I had to take a little bit more stuff. Let's clean that up. Did I lose something else? Seems to be waiting for something. Let's go grab a redstone comparator, because that's the only thing I can think of. Redstone comparator. Maybe it needs more Vitalis. Hopefully it doesn't need more. Maybe it wants more machine. I don't remember if I have any more machine. I mean, I have at least one. Okay, I have a little bit more. That's what it wanted. Did it take the gold? Okay, it did take the comparator already. Alright, that was by far the messiest, but I guess if it's waiting for something, you just have to figure out what it needs and hope nothing else goes wrong. So that wasn't terrible. I realized that that set of heads are wrong. I have one set facing the altar. Oops. And the rest of them are facing out. So orientation, all that kind of stuff does matter. But here is the thermostatic harness. If we wear that, we need to supply it with I don't remember if it's air or vitalis. We can look at it, but raw potentia. So if I just come over here, I have some potentia. So if I right click it, I put in the potentia. No, that doesn't. I have no idea how to work it. Manage unlike Psychic's flight. Required during. Right click while holding. Oh, I need to add worded jars full. So if I had that full, I could add the potentia. But I'm not going to worry about that because it's just flight. I have a jetpack if I want to use anything with flight. And I'd much rather use the jetpack. It's a little bit... it has the power levels on the screen rather than hoping that it doesn't just stop working. Which is kind of a fear of the other one, the thermostatic harness. But that seems to be everything for that quest line. So we just got a legendary reward bag, some blood runes, and a full heart. So God, that's gonna take forever to recharge. Just okay. I don't really need it. Not right now, anyways. So let's do a little bit more stuff with kind of odds and ends, trying to get quests finished, and then we're going to move on to the biologist quest and try to get that taken care of. So let's take all of the toast, all of the bread, and let's put all the bread back in here. In the dough, and let it cycle through again. How close are we with the toast? So we need about 2,000 more. So let's get the rest of the dough. Still working on it, so I'm going to leave it alone actually. So the next thing we need to do is some mariculture stuff. So the first thing I want to do is I need to make a vat. And I need this vat for a couple things. So I'm going to just place it right there is fine. Let's get some buckets. And we need to fill these up with lava. 3, 4. And the first thing we're going to need to make is a crucible. We actually need to make 2 of these. So the crucible furnace, we need burnt bricks. We need 6 burnt bricks each. So if I put that in there and then grab some bricks, so we're going to need 12. I can just go ahead and add these, and it will slowly burn those bricks, and you'll see them change in a minute, hopefully. The other thing we're going to need is a couple mariculture tanks. We're actually going to need 1 more. Luckily, it's pretty easy to make. There you go. Some of the bricks are burnt now. So can we take those out? Yes. So we have 1. I don't know how much lava is required for each one, so let's just add more. I have plenty of lava, so it's no big deal. We're going to need a fluid tank for lava. And we're going to need to fill, we're going to need 2 other food tanks for just normal stuff. I believe these tanks hold the same amount. It's just what they take to fill, and they are breakable like the other ones, so it's good. They're good tanks, it's just they take copper, and for the longest time I didn't want to use the copper. So we've got 3. That's going to take a little while, I think. So we're going to let that go. And the other thing we need to make is a fish sorter. As you can see, I got a lot of raw fish, and I got a few that weren't. I don't remember which ones I got. Oh well, doesn't matter. But we need to make the fish sorter, and so if we need green, red, cyan dye. So we need blue. We need green dye for the most part, and for that we need cactus. I have a little bit of cactus, so what's the best way to get, I guess just smelting it will give you the green, not pulverizing it, smelting. So we'll get some cactus green, and then we need red, so I guess they're not called poppies in this, so you have flower and then you have roses. So we need rose. What else does the fish sorter take? Green and cyan, which is going to be lapis with the green. Alright, so it's like that, and then I forgot we need the wooden construction thing, and then we're gonna need a fish and a pearl, and there's the fish sorter. So that should be, whoops, in the inquest. So there's the fish sorter. Now we're just working on the automatic fisher. So the automatic fisher needs a raw fish, another construction block, so let's make one of those, and these wooden fishing rods, which take fish oil in a vat, which you can get from a crucible furnace, which is what we're working on getting. And I believe we need 4 more buckets, no, 2 more buckets of lava. So let's go get that. And we'll finish cooking these bricks. Now there is a better way to get the burnt bricks. If we look at the recipe, you can also use nether bricks, and they take half the lava and half the time. But I have plenty of lava and I have time, so don't really care. But we gotta put lava, and then we might need to make more burnt bricks, so I think this will work, but we're going to have to do some more stuff once the burnt bricks are done. So let's take a look at some other stuff while that's going on. Almost there with the sheep. I need to eat a little bit more. Alright, let's go take a look at our bread. How's this coming along? So we've got a little bit that's not quite toast. And how are we now? Alright, so I'm just going to take all of that dough and I'm going to go ahead and start cooking it up. And let's take more dough. And hopefully that's enough. If not, I have a little bit more wheat that I can do stuff with. But our burnt brick should be done. Awesome. Now for a crucible, we need 2 of these. And then we need a couple of these. And then we need to go get 2 more buckets of lava. So let's do that. And then we can make the crucible. We can then start getting fish oil. And you have to do 2 every time. And it's a multi-block structure, so there it is. So it will heat up using a little bit of the lava from below. Not very much, actually. But then if we get some raw fish, I've caught a couple rainbow trout, and I got a jellyfish. And we just put those in here, and it'll get fish oil. And if I tell it to auto-eject the fluids, I'm thinking the fish oil should go down here. And then all we need is we need polished logs, which is just it's a lot of fish oil. Or we can do polished planks or polished sticks. And I'm thinking the logs are going to be the best. We'll do like 2 logs. That should be more than enough. But yeah, these guys have melting points. I guess can't melt the... I don't know if you can use the jellyfish. Squeezer will actually get it. Oh. Wait. Don't tell me. So if I get a bunch of raw fish, can I squeeze those into... I can put those in the crucible furnace, and they'll give me 100 millibuckets each. Okay, those won't work, but if I get some raw tuna, so if I cook it, it's going to give me quite a bit. I can squeeze it to get less. Cool. But melting point's 180 degrees Celsius. We can also add some coal, which I'm going to go ahead and do. Hopefully get this a little bit hotter. It's almost there. Evidently just ate my fish, but oh well, don't care. Or it takes forever. Either way. But anyways, let's go ahead. We got to do some magic stuff as well if we want to summon a demon. So first thing we're gonna need is a bunch of incendium, and I have a piece of paper with me telling me where to put this stuff. So as you can see, I extended the little ritual place. This is to summon one of the bigger demons, and I think these are in the right place. Hopefully they are. Okay, it's almost there. Probably by the time we get done with the incendium and everything. So I'll take those back into this place. We need these guys, which I want to say that's Magicalis, but I might be wrong on that. Yep, it's Magicalis. And then we need an arrow. And then a terre. Or no, Tenebra, or what, however you pronounce it. I'm not good at pronouncing things sometimes. Most times, actually. So we have all that. And then have all of these things. So the netherrack, the incendium, the aether, and the dark one goes in the middle, and everything else goes on the outside, including a coal block, block of gold, fire charge, which I made, a diamond, and these 2 Magicalis. And I think for this, we are going to brew. I know I have a brewing stand. I probably used it to make the auto brewer. Yes, but I should be able to make a brewing stand pretty easily. Oh wait, fire resistance. That's gonna. I actually have better stuff of fire resistance. And by the way, the light blue. We added a light blue focus last episode. Oh, I have some strength. Okay, never mind. We added a light blue focus to the mining laser, and it does give us more diamond stuff. Oh my gosh, lots of diamonds actually. Which is probably better than the bees, but oh well. Alright, so maybe it can't auto eject into the. Maybe it has to be here. No. Alright, so we're going to need to make something else. We need, I believe if we take burnt brick, we can make, actually it might be copper. I think it's a ladle. Yes. So it's just some copper, so we do this, because I don't think I don't know where it's putting the stuff, so let's just get some more raw fish. And I think if maybe if I put a bucket, I don't know how to get the stuff out. Because I thought you could use a ladle. Let's see if the fluid deck works. And we will get a lever. Hey, that works. And then we just take the 2 logs. And I realized that those don't work because it's too much. If I look at the usage of this in the vat, it needs 10,000. I would need to make another vat, which I can actually do. I thought they would. I guess since it's got stuff in it. So let's turn this off. We grabbed our stuff and let's just put some sticks. Because the sticks only take, well, they take 5,000. put one stick in there and go with it. Mariculture can be very, 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 very finicky. It's a good mod, it really is, but it's finicky. Let's break it. I know I'm wasting stuff, but I believe if I do... I might need to do a 4x4, so let's make 2 more. There we go. So now I can hold, each one can hold 6,000. So I can throw the sticks back in here. I can get 2 logs, which need how much total? So it's going to need 60,000 fish oil. So let's get some more raw fish. I actually have some already. Let's get that guy melted. The lava will be enough. Oh, the lever. It doesn't like the lever being on it. So as soon as all the stuff is done, I'll add the I'll go ahead and add the logs actually. And as soon as this undead fish is dead, well, or melted, I'll throw in some more. Gives a lot of fish oil for the raw fish, which I have quite a bit. And the raw fish are, for the most part, kind of useless, so I have no problem using all those. Before we summon this demon, because I've read that he can kill you in 1 hit if you don't have armor, let's get some more toast going and bide our time a little bit. But this seems to be going pretty well, and hopefully we'll be able to finish quite a few quests today. And then I don't know how much more time it's going to take me to get to like the next set of things, get the next set of quests ready. Because I mean, I've got to get a lot of forest bees and all that kind of stuff, but alright, so we have strength potion. As soon as we put this guy, the blood orb, into the thing, that's when we will summon the demon, the nasty demon. Alright, put some more spiderfish, the bones out of there. I'm going to put away most things. I do need arrows, excuse me. And I want, let's see, instant health would be good. Fire resistance I think will be good. Flight will go with it, and regen. I can put the torches away and the blocks away, honestly. So, the flight, we're going to go ahead and take it, because why not? Regeneration, we're going to go ahead and take. I'll keep the flight with me. Fire resistance. Let's eat. The regeneration's actually out. Do I have any more? No, but I do have some normal ones. Alright, so here goes nothing. And it's not in the right place. It's those. Let's grab this guy. And we'll put, so it's 1, 2, 3, I think. And alright, that was just in the wrong place. So let's take this. Power our sword. The pick away. We've got the bound armor on. And this should summon the demon. Alright, so we'll just... He's not doing any damage to me, which is great. And we killed him. Awesome. That was pretty easy, actually. The fire resistance is what saved me on that. But now we have the demon too, so that's kind of cool. Let's depower our sword and get rid of a bunch of this stuff that I don't need. Holy crap, that was a lot easier than I expected, but I did have bound armor. I'm wondering what... I had like 140. He did some damage to my life network thing. So let's equip old armor. Get that stuff in there. Get our inventory sorted a little bit. And that should be the blood magic quest. So let's take a look, and then let's also get some more raw fish. Melting up, melting up. You know, I need an auto fisher, right? It takes 2 of these fishing rods, which takes... So I need 6 sticks, rather than doing that. Do that, and hopefully that will be a little bit quicker. This guy's good for fish oil. But anyways, let's take a look at our quest. Bragging rights. We completed the blood magic, so let's claim that reward. This guy is useless to me because I have plenty of green heart containers. And we can put the Mage Lord. There's a creeper. I thought I made it light enough over there. Let's... Hey, we can throw on this guy. I guess I missed a spot. Alright. So let's... Oh, I still have creative mode flight. That's right. I forgot. So this guy is probably hurting for energy. Let's flip him off real quick. Let him get energy back and turn it back on. Should be okay. Let's go down and check toast levels, and then we'll open our pack. How are we? Almost there, actually. I think we're gonna finish this quest, the toast quest, this episode, at the very least. Even if we don't get to the sheep. Alright, so we've got 1 polished log. Let's get some more fish in there. So let's go ahead and look at the legendary reward bag. Actually, let's sleep first. Get rid of the lightning, because it's annoying more than anything. And let's open the reward bag. That's a good reward. 64K storage. I'm gonna come down here and actually I'm gonna put that in there. Didn't have anything on it, but it's a nice reward. So let's throw those in there. We still need about 1,000 sheep. The butterfly fish kind of sucks. So how about the night fish? How good is that for? It's pretty bad too. But we've got 2 polished sticks. That's 5. We just actually need 1 more, don't we? No, we need 2 more. So right? Yes. So hopefully we can get enough fish. Let's actually grab a... I was using the RF fishing rod. You know what? We have... Actually, those are terrible. I don't know why those... the ender fish are different, but there should be some more fish over here. Because I thought I saw some. I must have moved them. Let's see if there is any. So let's get some bait. And let's go fish just a little bit. Let's use some bee bait. And just to show kind of how easy it is. You just wait for that noise and I should get nothing but raw. Just because of I'm standing outside the water. Alright, so that should be enough fish. Let's pick some good ones. Oh, those are live fish. Not bad. Wow, those are terrible. The koi is actually really good. Not that I really care about the oops. The fish breeding. Let's take that out. Let's didn't pick it up. So I'm wondering if the squeezer actually made any. Nope, doesn't seem to have. So let's see how much more toast we have. Quite a bit, actually. So let's see if that's enough. Almost. Alright, because I know this episode's getting a little bit long, and it's just kind of me waiting around for things to finish. Let's take a look at our quests. We need the bees, we need the cobblegen. We're getting, I would say close, but not really. I might make a bunch more pulverizer, or igneous extruders, but we look at cobblestone. I have 1 sextuple, so that's 6. So I need 18 of those in total. Alright, there goes that. Should be making at least 1 of the fishing rods that I need. So that'll take a minute, but how much does a polish stick take? It takes 5,000. So that should be enough. Alright, cool. So once that melts and then the stick transforms, we'll be able to switch off to something else. Let's see if we can't get shears. We should be able to make the rest of that quest, or at least what I know of it so far. Alright. I'm gonna go into, I think, here for a little bit and shear. And I'm going to let this calm down for a minute. I can turn the jetpack off because I have creator mode flight. Let's grab that. So we have 22. We need like 1,000. So yeah, that's going to be next episode. I'll have the purple wool finished. Let's take that, and then we can make an automatic fisher. And I think that's going to be about it for this episode. So I need 2 of these. And we just need a raw fish? Yes. So there's the automatic fisher. Let's see. There's more. Of course there is. We need 1,000 peat and 1,000 mycelium. So peat we already have. So I'm just going to take all of it. I'm going to manual smith and replace the rest. And then mycelium, we have 300. So that's going to be... I've got a couple options with that. I could use dirt and convert dirt. But the other thing is the sludge boiler, which, how is this doing? It's up. And now I'm hungry and everything. So the sludge boiler will also give me mycelium. Are we out of... Is that all of it? I don't know if that's enough. How much more? We need about 300. So do we have any more wheat? Not here. So let's get some more wheat. And we'll finish this quest up. And I can work on getting... That should be enough. We'll do like 400 dough and let that start doing its thing. And hopefully that won't take too long. Let me take a look at diamonds. I've got a decent amount of diamonds now, so I'm gonna keep doing the magnets. And let's just take a look. So we need mycelium. We need about 700 more of those. That shouldn't be too difficult. Hell's Kitchen, we're almost done with the toast. I haven't turned in any of that yet. We are almost done. Yeah, okay. Bees and trees, we've got 3 of the 8 magnets. I'm going to work on that off camera. The dirt is going to take a while. The purple wool is almost done. And then bragging rights, we have cobblestone, which I might make a bunch more cobblestone. And then we need 100,000 forest drones. And we have... Okay, we have 5 minutes. We have about 10,000. We have about 5,000. And they're slowly making more. Oh wow, that's a lot of bees. A lot of diamond combs too. A lot of rocky combs though, which unfortunately I can't use to get rocks, cobblestone, because that'd be kind of cool. Sorta. Not really, actually. But let's get these combs going, and the biggest thing is dirt production is going to be kind of slow. Molten dirt. So that's the only thing that's going to take a while, I think, other than what I already have going. So yeah, I think I'm going to call the episode here. Oh, I already had one. I only needed one more polished stick, didn't I? Oh well. I'm going to call the episode here. Next time we will finish the sheep and the wheat, and we'll find something else to do. Hopefully I can have a couple more things done. A lot of it I'm not entirely sure quite what to do, because I'm getting to the point where it's just I need to do quests and then come on here and do a little bit of a here's all the quests I did, let's turn them in, and that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll find something, I'm sure. We could always build a big giant farm and make more automatic systems and everything. But I don't know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!